I am so excited today because I have tracked down the master distributor of ibuumerang, Mr. Edwin Haynes. And we're so excited, and I'm so excited I am actually going to bring him on right now. There he is. Explain a little bit about what master, because I call it master distributor because that's the term we use in the industry, but I know they gave you a different title. Maybe a little bit about your history with Holton. You guys, you can name or not name companies if you don't want to. Probably people can look it up if you don't want to name any companies. And then I will start throwing questions at you really good. Okay. So everybody, this is Mr. Edwin Haynes.
All right. All right, Mike. Hey, what a treat to be on the interview here with you. I know we have been working on this, I guess, a couple of weeks now trying to make this happen as I have been traveling extensively, launching the new company. I have been in the industry now for over 20 years, about 21 years now. And most of that has been with Holton Bugs himself. I keep telling people I had the right sponsor the first time. Get started in the industry, and it's been a treat to come up under the tutelage of Holton Bugs. But they always say I'm the secret weapon behind all of the stuff that goes on. Holton Bugs go out there and create it, and he's the mastermind and visionary. But you do have to have some tentacles, if you will, to go and carry it out. I'm that guy, and I'm the fixer. All right. So sometimes they say it's almost like the show Billions. If you've seen the show Billions, there's this guy named Wags. I'm the Wags, I guess, of the whole Holton Bugs madness. And what a treat. But had a very successful career. I still have another company in my portfolio in direct sales. This is the first time we have been in a situation where we had two companies at the same time there. And I'm so glad that the relationship is great, and it should be. We always preach or talk about having residuals to pass on and so forth in this industry, and so forth. So good. We had the opportunity to own this time. We've generated billions of dollars for other companies, and always been ambassadors for the industry. And I guess that's so fitting for our title, because now we have what we call TSAs, Travel Savings Ambassadors, and typically you would call them distributors. And then so you get the Global Master Ambassador, because we have the ambassador instead of the distributor here. And so that's just mean that I'm the top of the organization. Everything that's in this company flows through me in terms of a distributorship. I don't have a formal corporate role, even though I have a big input because Holton Bugs is the owner. And of course, that's more of a family member now, more like my brother. But we also know how to keep family and business separate when it's time to do what we have to do. And that's what has made us so great, I guess, together. But we're not by ourselves. There are few of us who have been together for a period of time, and we understand this industry, and our goal is to make sure we continue to leave a positive impact on the industry. So from Houston, Texas, have a family and the whole deal. So, hey, that's a snapshot of who Edwin Haynes is. I'm the quiet one in the bunch, but I'm keeping it all together.
Making some noise, though. That's all good. Now, I think this is what I found to me the most, because I've been in the industry for so long now, 20 some years, and I've seen the ups and the downs. And I've also studied a lot of marketing, like real hardcore online marketing. I've studied like the Google marketing stuff, the Facebook, all these things from a marketing perspective. Here's what I'm going to tell you guys, and I'm going to keep throwing some pitches at Edwin here, is they're thinking at a completely different level than the majority of people, especially like owners of other companies. And most importantly, they've got the field experience. They've got the field experience and corporate side experience. You've got the perfect marriage. When you guys first sat down, like if you can take me back in time, maybe the first time, what were the problems that you guys had seen in the industry that you believed that you, Holton, and the rest of the crew could potentially put together? I mean, I've seen it happen. I'm seeing the results of what you did, but take me back in time, because it's, people right now are having faith that they're going to do something with this thing, but you guys had to have the faith and figure out what the problems were back then. And what do you think? Why is this different? Like Holton's mentioned that before. I want you to give us your spin on it.
Oh, that's good. Well, first of all, I'm going to take it back to even just a little bit further than that piece, because number one, we did not have to do it, nor did in the beginning did we want to do this. It came out of us deciding that we would open ourselves up because for many years we've always counseled or helped other companies and their leaders and some company their owners that would call us because of the success that we had with our organizations. And Holton always said, I used to ask him early on in my career, why are you giving up all of our secrets? Why would you give it up? And he listen, just let them run the play. It's like football, run the play. I'll give them the playbook, but if they don't have the players to execute it, that's a whole nother thing there. Same thing with my chef. I'll never forget, we were asking him one time about a recipe because we wanted this recipe from the chef. And he made a statement. He said, now I'm going to give you the recipe, but it's the execution that counts. And so we can give the recipe, and not that we don't want people to win, but we want them to get the essence of why we're doing certain things, because we're not only network marketing to us is really a real business. Just like you, I have now traditional business, oil and gas, real estate, and different things that I have as a traditional business. But one of the things that we say about network marketing, we are business people that happen to use the network marketing platform to do business. And so we have a different way that we look at things here. It's not just about, getting in. And some people are novice at best when it comes down to the industry of network marketing. They don't take it because it's so low cost to get started. They don't take it as seriously as we do. Not that we don't have fun, but you do have to take care of the business of whatever it is that you're doing. And we understand our numbers and grow the numbers and all of the things that we've learned to do. And so when we were looking at them, we were going to be working with another company and kind of giving them some advice or advising them on building the company. And I asked folks, and I said, seriously, do you really want to deal with this again? Because quite honestly, in the direction that we're going, we could start our own. We can do our own traditional businesses that he has and I have, and we could be just fine. So we were not looking to do this. But some of the things that we saw is many people talk about, like we always say, talk about having a residual income and true residual, not from just recruiting, but how can you have where your customers' productions outweigh your builder's production? And that's the only thing that we saw. That's the majority of the top income earners. They had to be strong at recruiting. And once they went through their list of recycled people over and over again, then, when they left the company was done. Well, we wanted to make sure that we come up with that we had a solution for this. And that's why when we stumbled onto the product that we have, which is in the travel space, and we saw this company having this product. We knew it was a great product, but they didn't have it in the way that we have it now. We are known to do assessments of companies and their comp plans and show them how to go take the products that they have and, maybe tighten up some things in their comp plan and grow companies. We've done it in our careers several times. This time, we happen to have the opportunity to own it. So what we've found is now, we're showing people how to have a strong customer acquisition point of what they're doing with a free acquisition. You don't have to sell them anything. Truly, this is one of the first times that I have seen in my 20 plus years of the industry where the only time we make money is when the customer saves money, because typically you have to jack the prices up, in order to satisfy the compensation plan. And then you have it such an ease of acquisition because, again, you don't sell a person. So, hey, it's free to try. It's free for you to keep our product. And then we have a bigger vision than this. Our travel portion is just the gateway to where we're going because it's all about data acquisition. And I don't want to get too much into all of the details. I know that's not what it's all about. But
you can go ahead if you want. I think that genie might be out of the bottle already.
I get so fired up because I understand where we are and where the industry needs to be. It's time for, if the BlackBerry Corporation, BlackBerry phones had stepped up early on to catch up with the cell phone industry, they probably wouldn't be in the situation of, I don't even know if BlackBerry even exists right now in the way that it used to, because if you were a BlackBerry phone user, you were a diehard user, right?
Yep.
They did not step up. Now they're coming back because they have evolved and now they're doing more of iCloud or cloud-based solutions now. And so their system, they had to reinvent themselves. Every so often an industry has to reinvent itself in order for it to be relevant. And our industry is no different. I mean, it's so back in the day before the internet and all of the things that were coming out, the way that we did business in the industry, and this missed just it was an intrigue about our industry. Now so many more people are educated about it. So many companies have hit the market. It's not saying it's done. There are plenty of people who don't understand what we have in terms of the industry, but we have to change the industry now, because the way we used to do business is not the way we're going to have to continue to do business in order for us to thrive in the industry. And so some things have to change.
I want to, because what you're just saying is so amazing. Like, it's just the way you rattled off. And I wrote this, that's why I grabbed my phone, because I was reviewing something Holton said a little bit ago about, he was talking about comp plans. He said, comp plans don't make you rich, behaviors and culture do.
Absolutely.
And I want to touch on this because I think that one of the biggest, you probably would agree, you're welcome to disagree, but I think you would agree. But I think one of the biggest hangups people have is they feel like they can't do something. Nobody wants to be a salesperson. They don't want to really be pitchy. They've probably been, most of us have all, most everybody's friends, somebody knows somebody, and probably, they can count on their fingers that's been in the networking industry. Mm-hmm. The way you guys have this service set up, and the ability to, like you said, the customer acquisition creates the most amazingly easy behavior to gather customers I have ever seen in the industry. And I've marketed quite a bit of stuff. I mean, you name it. If I've rubbed it on, drank it, turned it on, used it, whatever, you know what I'm saying? And they're all great, and it's been the most amazing experience. And I'm so glad that I went through every one of those issues. Like, you would probably agree that everything you've gone through has gotten you to the point that you're actually in the position that you're in. So keep going on the customer side, because I think it's such a great point.
Yeah. So when we look at it right now, and I just look at something too that I'm doing right now, Mike. I'm in the midst of just on a side thing here to kind of give you an idea, because it's relevant to this. Everything is about data acquisition, getting the data of what you have. When you look at ancestry.com, I think that's what it's called. A lot of people think it's about getting your DNA to find your family history. No, they're collecting your information so they can know more about you, because now they have all of that DNA data that they have, and they can actually sell that data or become very popular with that. So other sources will want to get that from them, and eventually they can probably sell that information, because now they have all of this information. They're even helping law enforcement right now find different things with that information. So it's bigger than what you see. So with us now, we're looking at what's happening. We have what we call an Uber-style technology with an Amazon philosophy. In other words, we're using a technology now today to acquire the customers, and people are going to be using the travel and all the things they'll be doing. But now we have all of these customers that we'll be able to analyze. And we just met with some of our potential technical partners, and these guys are incredible with the way that they can watch and follow the customers with their buying habits, just like Amazon. Amazon know their customers. I was on there the other day buying some things, and I went back, and a book that I clicked on, they had several other books that kind of matched similar things to what I was looking for on a book at that time. We're going to know what trips people are booking. We also will know outside things that they're doing. If they're looking for insurance, if they're looking for credit repair, whatever it is they're looking for, bottom line, we have companies and services now know that we're about to have millions of customers on our books. And we can offer those customers now things that they want. And so as you're going out as a distributor, bringing in those customers for free, now you're building up a free customer base. They love what we have because we're going to cater to them. But when it's time to add other products or services that they look for, they now can come to your company's website or the company site that you've given them, and we'll be able to offer them additional services or product, and we'll be able to create or build your income with what we call our PREIP, our perpetual residual income builder. You get them for free, and it's going to be your job to get your customer for free, and it's going to be our job to grow that customer on your behalf, and you get the full benefit of growing that income. So it's something that was different. We are already looking, Mike, we're already putting together our location for our own marketing department here in Houston, and we're beginning to put the team together to start that process of marketing and things of that nature. But they're going to go through a training because we want our customers to have what I call a black card experience, just like American Express black card. We want those customers to know we can come to this company or go to that website that's been given by Mike or Edwin or whoever that person may be, and they can count on that website for their lifestyle for the rest of their lives. And that now builds a residual.
Can you smell smoke? Because my wheels are turning. And when you said the Amazon thing, and I mean to tell you guys with everything in me, I hope you're listening closely. This is so much bigger than travel. You have no idea. Travel is just the gateway thing to get someone's attention. The same thing. Well, and you said Amazon. What most people don't realize is one of the first things Amazon did was book sale. Yeah. Yes. And then it got even better. The thing that they allowed people to do was publish their own Kindle books on Amazon and create content for them, which then they were able to, based on the buying habits of those customers, were able to re-engage customers with new services based literally on their profile of what they were buying and looking at. So you guys already get that, already moving in that direction. I mean, people have no idea. We're gonna, they're like, oh, we're the travel deal. It's a new one, another thing. You're already seeing people that are getting this in the field. Like, give me some examples of some of the people that places you've been to worldwide already, because this thing went global like right out of the gates. We've got people in quite a few countries. You can let us know how many countries. Yeah. But you're seeing some real professionals in the industry that have been in network marketing experience that are jumping into this thing and giving up incomes at their other companies, because of the fact of where this thing is going. Because I personally have never been involved in a company that's been able to acquire customers with this model. And I get this on a really high level. So it's got me, this is why I'm getting up at 4:30, 5 o'clock in the morning, because I'm so excited. But throw some of those stories out to us.
Well, I'll tell you, I have just been going through the States right now. I haven't begun because Holton we have a plan. He's going to go certain places first, and then I come behind. And some places I will be going, and he's coming behind me to do the different meetings. Certain places we'll be going together. I know the first international thing that we'll do together will be it's normally called Cinco, but it's Cuatro de Mayo for us. Because on May 4th, we'll be in Mexico doing the launch of Mexico. So right outside of Pachula, I think it's called, right outside of Mexico City. So it'll be our first international trip. We have done most of Holton and I, in our careers, it's very rare at this stage that we're normally together. You don't have to have both of us. I mean, we can hold our own, of course. But we're going to be doing some other cities. So I know he's he's in France as we speak. He did Barcelona yesterday. He has the UK coming up. Then I go out and I will be doing some things in Asia. I have to go back to those same places, including they're asking me to come to Russia. So different places all over that we have 102 different countries have people that have registered some kind of way. 102
already.
It has never, Mike, in my career, I have not seen, they have found a way to get involved in the company. And we're trying to do everything we can to make sure that we're compliant in different areas. But being with an e-commerce business like we have, it makes it easier for people to plug in. But we definitely going to make sure we don't break any rules or whatever. We like to be respectful of different governments and things of that nature. But we're trying to keep up because there's such a high demand to be a part of what we've done. And many people have seen what we have done in the industry, and they don't want to miss it. One of the biggest reasons that we did launch, and you and I talked about this, is that we had many people that we knew who did not launch with us before or who had never experienced working with us before, and they wanted that chance. And so we decided, hey, let's go back. I said, this is Holton Bugs, and I'm going to even say myself, our gift back to the industry. This industry has been very good to us. I mean, I live a very great life because of the industry. And now we've been doing things like making sure that so many people in the industry make big money. There are quite a few people who make the big money. But Mike, unfortunately, they spend it as fast as they get it.
Yeah.
or before they get it. And we want to make sure that we call it having mortgage burning parties, and we're going to be bragging about how much money a person has saved, and not just what they made, but how much have they saved, and being able to get out of debt. So we call it good. We got a hashtag going on now. Hashtag good. Get out of debt. And we want to make sure that people not only be able to take advantage of what I believe the Uber would be the Uber of two industries, the Uber of travel right now and the Uber of direct sales. I believe we're going to make sure we set the right tone in the right environment for people to win and be in a greater position because of their involvement with us. And so we're using, I was talking to one of my leaders today, and I turned it over, man, I'm fired up. So much is coming now in my mind. But I was talking to one of the leaders today, and I said, this is one of the times we actually get a chance to use, you hear the statement, hindsight is 2020. We're using that 2020 vision of what we've gone through in the past to fix some of these challenges that we saw. And now we're able to move forward in the future to make it even better for people. And that's why we're super excited. We know exactly what we're doing. And I'll leave you with this one too. A visionary always thinks in detail in the future. We are already years ahead of what people are seeing right now. And it's not just to get people hyped. We don't believe in selling something we're not doing. But any major company should know years ahead of where they're going, not just the next day. So we know that we had a plan that travel would be the gateway to where we were going. And we knew that it would be even bigger because there was a bigger vision behind what we were doing, but we had to start somewhere.
Exactly. And I know that everything that you guys are doing is strategic, like every step of the way. Okay. Cause I, like I said, I understand that kind of thing. You have to be way far ahead when you're thinking to grow to a massive multi-billion dollar company. And I have watched you guys, implement all of those things. Everything's been strategic. Everything's been coordinated and so on. And I thought about this a little bit ago. I just wanted to make sure there was a compliment on this. I have been really, really genuinely impressed. Probably one of the biggest things is people fall off, when they don't feel like they're being heard a lot of times in the industry, or they're just, they just joined, but then they're not really plugged in. I believe that you guys, I know with Mark Kithcart and all you guys, the marketing department has done a tremendous job with the content that they're putting out, the amount of things of Facebook Lives, the Zooms that are coordinated, the swag that came out. Show us your swag. Go ahead and pull that up. Mine's not in yet.
Ibuumerang.
Yeah, but everything has been really, really refreshing. Is the best word that I can say, because it has been a while. I mean, it has been a long, brutal, painful, hard, tear-infested journey for me over the last few years of being with something to really come out of the gates. I've literally felt like a racehorse that no one would literally drop the gate for.
Wow.
And I know there's a lot of people that are already on my team, or maybe you're watching this for the first time or whatever, that know that feeling, that deep down you bought into that dream that you could go out and build a big business, make some real residual income, legacy lifestyle, and the dreams have been sucked out of you. You felt like you got gut punched quite a few times. And I'm telling you that it's been just an absolute blast for everything that I've been able to do and to how hard I've been able to work. And you're probably seeing that too. You're probably, I'm sure you feel it. But just when you're communicating with people, it seems like the position of strength, the body language that you have from the people that are in this thing, when you can come up to somebody bold and know that you're going to go out there and crush it, whether they want to be part of it or not, it's a completely different ball game, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. A lot of people have been saying, Mike, they feel alive again. It's been a reoccurring thing. Yeah, it's so refreshing, the whole thing about it. And even going through the ground floor challenge, I always say too, many people want to be on the ground floor, but they don't want the ground floor challenges. We're like anyone else, 40 plus days, like you said, that we've been in business. We've had all kinds of challenges, even though we look like we're a 4-year-old company, it's only 40 days. I think we have done very well with the short time that we've been in business. We're looking at the types of checks that have been earned, and not to get into money, but it's refreshing to see people are really making money. Mike, I have people who have never sponsored people before, ever, and they've been in the industry, but they never sponsored people. They've gotten in, they made some money from maybe selling a few products or whatever, but they never made money from actual sponsoring and building a team. And we have people who are building a team and hitting ranks now because of the simplicity of what we've done in terms of this business. Like you said, the product is easy. You don't have to do a dissertation on it. It's easy to acquire customers. So when people see the ease of use of what we've done and the simplicity of what we've done, it's attracting a different caliber person or people to be a part of it. And they're seeing success. And we just the scratch of where we're going to be. So we even now getting ready to finally get into our real comp plan, because we just had an entry level comp plan. And so people got started there. Everybody hadn't even been placed yet. You know, we're talking about going into a binary. So placement is going to be big for a lot of people as we're going into that next month. We had to get the reason why we can't place anybody, Mike, is because we didn't have a real back office. The back office you're using is temporary. So we're going to implement the new back office coming up. So it was all these things we're unpacking or unfolding, if you will, now, so we can really get down into building a business like I know we'll be able to do. And we will have our goal is to get those 5 million customers done by the end of the year. And it's not too many companies, especially in our industry, or any industry for that matter, can say that they're going to be able to pull that off. I think we have over 20 or 30,000 customers.
Uh-oh. Hold on a second. I got cut off. Are you back?
I'm here. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. You're so good. You clicked out for a second, and now you're right back.
Did I do that, or did you do that?
No, it could have been just an internet interruption, but it looks like we're still good.
I hope so.
It's okay. No, it was real quick. I heard everything you said. It literally was a split second.
Sure.
You said something about the binary coming out and things like that. Okay. Now, if people are watching this, there's a couple types of people they're taking a view of this. There's people that have watched this that are in the industry and understand the term binary, and there are people that are not. In a lot of cases, most companies, the first thing they do is launch with the buzz of a binary, because everybody tries to use the fear of loss of bringing people in. And there's nothing wrong with that. To me, for having this company grow as fast as it did, legitimately,
sure,
because of the potential for customer acquisition without having a binary, to me, said it all.
Yes.
Like, I could care less if a binary even came out, to be honest. But to me, that was what really, really excited me the most, in the fact that we have that rolling like we did. So,
that's good.
You know, and I don't want to take up any money.
I'll tell you this.
Go ahead.
Even my point to that is not even about that, because I don't do the binary sale. I don't sell people on that. It didn't matter the comp plan. I'm gonna build it anyway. But the thing about it is, we don't even have that as part of our presentation. That the comp plan is secondary. We, like you said, it's holistic growth that's taking place. I have people that's in our company, top people now, that I have never done business with before. Never. I didn't even have to go back to my old. This is not transferring an old organization and all of that stuff. I have an organization right now in another company. I don't want to touch my income. I don't want to touch those people. They're not doing what I'm doing, and I'm not soliciting those people. That's the right way the industry should be done. There are millions and billions of people on this planet. I don't need to take hundreds of thousands I have just to start this over. I know how to build and create leaders. And I say let me take that back. As a whole, our culture is about creating new leadership. And one of the things I learned too, the group to get you to one level won't be the group to get you to the next. So I'm not into recycling old networkers. We're into creating leadership and cultivating that. And that's how you build this business. Plenty of people are looking for opportunities today, and we need to be respectful of this industry and of people, and do this the right way. And so that's our goal, is to set the right standard for this industry. And you're going to always get that out of us. I really, this is really, I'm telling you, I told Holton Bug to say, I have another run in me, and this is my last run. And so we're going to do it, and but we're going out. If I say going out, I know we can't stay on Earth forever, but we're going to go out the right way. I'll put it that way.
Absolutely. Well, you have a great one. Very much appreciate you being on here. Everybody say goodbye to Edwin. Wave goodbye, and I'm gonna go solo on you, and I'll let you jump off here. I appreciate it.
Take care now. Bye bye.